Hello and welcome to today's video on high altitude investing. Today's video is a start to finish technical analysis on OMG coin as suggested by Steph Curry Goat. Thank you for the comment. As always, go ahead and comment what coin you want me to do next Monday and I will do technical analysis from start to finish on the most upvoted comment. So let's get right into this. Alright, so I'm at my screen here and I'm looking at OMG. This is the Bittrex exchange on TradingView, and first I'm just going to start by drawing my Fibonacci tool from where we broke out in resistance. So here is some resistance right here in the coin, and we broke out right here and the volume really started to pick up. So I'm going to draw from the breakout, and then I'm going to put my 786 at the top of the first wave. So these are Elliott's. Here's your first wave, your second wave. Well, your first pump and your second pump. Technically, your second wave is like here. But what I'm looking for is my target, and the way that I found that was by putting this at the top of the first move. So here's the first move, and I put my 786 at the top. And then I dragged my fibs out. Now what I'm looking for is the selling point, right? The target. And it looks like we could see some selling off at around 0.0031 on this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop a red arrow here. Again, this chart's always in the description so you guys can play it later. I also update the charts. If you scroll down when you click on the chart, you'll be able to see all my updates. So this looks like a lot of panic selling basically because people thought the move was over. But I don't think that this move is over by any means. I still see more upward movement in this. Let's go ahead and draw a trend line. We have nice strong trending along this area. As you can see, it's just bounced here and here. So we've got a lot of upward movement, although we have seen a little bit of selling off here. It looks like a nice W bottom that could continue on the upside from here. So that's really what I'm expecting in OMG based on drawing from the wave analysis and my Fibonacci targets. Now let's take this out. The RSI is also showing that it just barely came bullish, headed upwards from an oversold move. So the RSI started moving on the upside here. It was oversold this point here, which correlates with that point on the chart right here. So we're seeing oversold movement bounce on the upside. Now this coin has a lot of hype and fundamentals, which is another really good sign that it's going to have more upward movement. It was obviously hyped because this was my most requested this week. So that's also means a lot of people are long on this, which means the buyers are strong. And really a market decides where it's going to go based on who's stronger, the bearish players or the buying players. And right now the buyers are way stronger in OMG than the bear players. You know, the bears are coming in, taking some profits here at the tops, but the buyers come right back in on that trend line and it bounces and bounces. So I do see more upward movement in this. I'm going to go ahead and draw exactly where my target is. This would be 0.00310. 0.00310 target price. Now it might go higher than this, like Neo went a little bit higher than my target, but it's a safe selling zone. So that's why I tell you guys that, because yes, it might go higher, but in trading it's all probabilities, so you want to have the best probability on the move, and your safest bet is to sell at this area according to my analysis. So the 0.00310 range is a good target. Again, this market has a lot of trending upwards. I see a potential ascending triangle formation right here. So if we Google ascending triangle, then you can see this pattern playing out. It's a very common pattern. It's actually one of my favorites to trade. It's in my course. A very effective method of trading is to buy dips and ascending triangles. So if you buy the dip, which is, it's in the dip right now, then you can expect upward movement to the top of the triangle, and when it breaks out, generally what you find is the move that created the triangle from the bottom to the top here is extended on top, which would line up about perfectly with my target. So it lines up nicely here. I'm gonna go ahead and make this end a little over arrow. So yeah, that's the ascending triangle move, making that formation here. I can delete this trend line since I have my fibs. And yeah, I expect it to bounce relatively quickly, and when they bounce, they have about a 50% chance to pull back where they broke out of. So you might see a move like this play out. Obviously not exactly, but it's going to be pretty close. And then you would see that leg up to the top of your target here after that, because then the buyers can really get in. So some breakout traders will buy where the resistance was broken at. They'll set a buy order there and then catch that wave. But personally, I like to buy in the dip of the ascending triangle, make the profit all the way up, and then also buy the dip back down to the breakout and then sell at my target clear up here because it's more profitable, right? So if you understand the move and you understand how it plays out, then you can make more money off of it. So let's see, what else is showing me that this coin is gonna go up? Volume is always very key. There's lots of volume in this market right now. It's one of the top volumes on Bittrex. Oh, by the way, I'm making some Bittrex videos for you guys soon because it's really where all the money is to be made right now in cryptocurrency, is over at Bittrex. We do have some descending resistance, so I'll draw that line. This is your descending resistance line, and it looks like it could very well break out today. So I would be watching for that too as well. The breakout point would basically be where it's at now, which is 0.00164. So if we can break that descending resistance line as well, that's more bullish signals here on OMG. But let me tell you, this looks really good. This is similar to the way the Neo chart was playing out when I made my last video. Had made the first two waves and first two pumps, excuse me, and it's going for that third pump. So I'm really expecting more bullish movement here in OMG. And that's really, you know, the majority of my analysis, because once you understand what to look for, then you just do the same things on the coins every single time. They just look a little bit different. The patterns play out the same, but they look a little bit different because of distortion. Yeah, I'm expecting OMG, excuse me, to go up to 0.0031 as my target. I'll post this chart in the description as always, and we'll switch over to the other camera. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. I hope that you learned something. I'm uploading a video on how you can make thousands per week trading cryptocurrency. Go ahead and check it out on my channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video. As always, stay profitable.